Hey everyone, Tekk here. Welcome to Tekk's Tavern. Grab a brew, pull up a chair, and let's do a channel update video. In the background, you see me playing Towns, which is one of the latest greenlit launched games on Steam. It's a kind of a neat city builder resource management type dealio, and it's a pretty neat game. It's an independent game, so it doesn't have the big lavish AAA production values, but it has some pretty neat and interesting and compelling mechanics going on in it. And I do plan to do a video on it coming up soon in the near future, probably like in a quick look style or something to that effect, kind of explaining my thoughts on it and explaining some basic mechanics and whatnot. But you can see in the background, this is some footage I recorded from kind of one of my first sessions with the game as far as my early learning. I kind of went through the tutorials, and then this was kind of my first time at goofing off on my own, so to speak. But it is an interesting game, and it has some pluses and minuses, and it doesn't really hold your hand very well in some cases. But you just kind of it's one of those things of, they throw you one sheet of paper and say, okay, there, you figure the rest out. So, if you like the challenge of that, then this definitely has it. Anyway, part of this update also was to let everybody know thank you very much that I for all the get wells, because I, as some of you know, have been sick the last 3 or 4 days and have just finally recovered. I actually lost my voice almost for a full day, and anyway, I'm pretty much back up to speed. My throat still hurts a little bit, but I'm definitely closer to I'm 90% there, as football and basketball players would say. So you should start seeing some of my video content picking up again here after the couple of days break there. And I wanted to kind of do this video to give you the outline of what I was going to be doing in the next few days. The very next video you should see after this one will probably be a proper Game of Dwarves episode. Since the last one was really not a proper episode, I'm going to go ahead and do that first. So I will have a Game of Dwarves episode up next. Then after that, it'll probably be a CK2 video. Then maybe like a quick look video on Towns here that you see in the background again. And then after that, XCOM video. And then I have a couple... I have at least 2 surprise videos on some other games that I'm looking at doing, like quick look style videos on. That's kind of my general, obviously you guys that are familiar with my channel, that's kind of my general MO, is that I will kind of have about maybe 3 series going on, maybe 3 or 4 series going on, and then just sprinkle in, a quick look or a 5-minute shot type video every once in a while on something that pops up. And that's pretty much how I intend to keep things rolling. So right now we have, obviously our XCOM Iron Man Classic series. We have our Game of Dwarves series, and we have our CK2 series. I'm still looking at possibly doing a Fallen Enchantress series, and I'm trying to think of some different ways to do that because it's more of a sandbox game. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a very small map on Fallen Enchantress and do long episodes. So I'm thinking about doing, because I think you could probably finish a tiny map or a small map on Fallen Enchantress in a couple hours, and so I'm kind of thinking about approaching it that way, of maybe doing, half-hour episodes or maybe even 45-minute episodes, and get it done in a shorter time period than my typical series. So I'm still playing with it. I think what I'm planning on doing is I'm planning on starting a game and playing it through from beginning to end and timing myself and see how long it takes. So then I kind of have a general idea of how long it's going to take to play a certain size map on Fallen Enchantress. So anyway, I know some of you have been asking when I was going to do that series. That it's still something I'm looking at. So, and then, like I said, I have a couple other quick look videos that I may try to get out here pretty soon. So that's it. Again, just wanted to say thank you to everyone for giving me the get well notices by private message and on Steam and all that kind of stuff. It's greatly appreciated. And again, my video content should start getting going shortly after this. I think that was a chicken dying in the background. That's a good way to close the video out. So again, thanks, and I appreciate all of you being patrons at the Tavern, and I will see you next time.